graduated from college, first in my family to get a college education, and I wanted to just get away for a while. And so I looked at a map and I noticed that the farthest you could go north in all of North America was to a place called Circle, Alaska, about 120 miles north of Fairbanks. That was the northernmost road back in 1966. And I said to myself, if I go there and I drove all the way to the end and I'm sitting in my car and I'm looking in the rearview mirror, I could think about all the vehicles behind me in Canada, the US, Mexico, South America, and not a single one between me and the North Pole. And for that dumb reason, I decided to go. And I had a used Volkswagen that I bought while I was in school. I actually won a scholarship to college, and then I went to a school that had no tuition, so they just gave me a check. So I used a check. I bought a used car, that Volkswagen, and I drove it all the way up there. And they used to talk about that Volkswagen Beetle as being this really rugged, but basic car. It could do anything, go anywhere. And I tell you, I took that car on that trip, which proved to me that little Beetle was dynamite. It was a long trip, but it got me all the way up there, and it got me all the way back home safely. And if there's a Volkswagen Beetle Hall of Fame, I wish my car could get in there somehow because it was really great.
Did your car have a name?
I called it the Dub. It was a V Dub. I called it the Dub. When I was in college in my final year, not a whole lot of kids had a car, and so I was really popular because I had that little Dub. And when I graduated, and I took it and I drove it to Alaska and back. I really formed an attachment to it. I spent hours in there. I mean, it's hard to imagine, driving 8-10 hours a day, day in and day out, for a couple of weeks at a time, and then even sleeping in the car. And then it seemed to me that we were doing this trip together, like we were going through these adventures together. It was like me and my Dub, and but we got there safely. We got back, and it was a hell of a car.